Hi, good morning. How are you guys doing today? It is Thursday and it is 10:28 a.m. and I am working. But I took a little break because I realized I needed to go live about a few things. One of them being communication. I know a lot of people have been reaching out to me through Facebook Messenger as of lately, which is really cool. Problem is, if I can show you guys here, um, when I'm on the go, I don't have access to Facebook Messenger. Let me see if I can show this real quick. So this is what happens when I try to access Facebook Messenger on my phone. Just kind of goes to a blank screen. Um, I'm sharing that with you because there were a few people that said, "Hey, you haven't responded to my Facebook Messenger. I promise you I will respond. It just doesn't work on my phone." So when you send me a message on Facebook, if it's like a day or two before I check Facebook Messenger, it's simply because I have to get on my desktop and respond to all messages via desktop at this point in time. I hope someone from Facebook can fix that little something at some point. But just wanted to let you guys know that, especially the people who have been reaching out to me through Facebook Messenger. Um, Another thing is voicemails. It seems like a never-ending process at this point, but I know my mailbox is full. Every time I clear it out, it's full again within 24 hours, which is a great thing, right? Um, just I'm working on it. Okay. So lots of incoming communication. I'm getting to it when I can get to it, between voicemails and messages from Facebook. So there's that. There's a lot going on. So I'm super excited to work some of these things out. Anyways, lots of new things happening, lots of change going on, and I'm really excited about what is to come next. Really excited. Anyways, I'm drinking coffee still. It's my second cup this morning. And as I'm processing and kind of sitting back for a second and absorbing what's been going on lately, we talk a lot about work life balance. And with all of the changes, both professionally and personally, right now, it's a lot for me. And that's okay because I'm taking it one day at a time and I'm figuring it out as I go. So good. So, first announcement that I'm going to make is at this point in time, I'm not taking on any more new clients until August 1st. And the reason for that is, well, let me back up a little bit. You can get access to Leadshare CRM system at any point in time. You sign up, you're automatically enrolled and onboarded, and you have access almost immediately, like within minutes. So that's great. Super excited about that. But what I mean by halt on new incoming clients, I mean people who are looking for fulfillment. Um, any new websites, sales funnels, automations, all of the stuff that is offered through my CRM system is at halt at this time until August 1st. So if you enroll into my CRM system, you will get an email. I will reach out to you and simply just say, "Hey, what are your goals? What are you trying to accomplish? Let's plan a little bit." And then the date of us getting that process started will be August 1st. In the meanwhile, I'll give you some things that you can do to get your CRM set up as far as transferring contacts and things like that over so that when we start on August 1st, we can rock and roll. So that was important to get out there. And anyways, the goal for me right now is to do what I've always wanted to do, and that's partner with businesses so that I can help them achieve their goals on a marketing aspect. That has never changed. And then as I've gotten further into this journey and this progress, it is, for me, wanting Leadshare to offer the all-in-one, the umbrella, if you will, of marketing services for the businesses that I partner with. So I'm slowly inching away from the one-time thing. So for instance, if we are in a relationship where I'm doing your website, okay, great. However, future clients, I'm no longer doing one-time websites and that's it. I want relationships with my clients because I enjoy what I do and I enjoy helping my clients and so on and so forth, right? So right now, my goal is, it's the 14th for the rest of this month. So that's about 2 weeks, is to complete all projects that are in fulfillment at this point. Get all of those projects completed and move through the next phase of Leadshare. Let's see. Hold on one second. Let's see. Here we go. So I got fulfillment. Oh, that's another thing. So I am in the process of restructuring and improving certain processes and things within the business. So what does that look like? Specifically speaking, client onboarding and then client experience. Client experience right now is probably the number one thing that I'm concerned with within Leadshare, especially as the business continues to evolve and grow. And I think that's the greatest part about being a business owner, is that I can sit back and say, hey, I don't like the way this is going. So what can I do differently? How can I improve this process? And I think that's really important to figure out as you're both a business owner and an adult for self, right? So I'm constantly, in all transparency, making mistakes, but learning, right? Throughout this journey over the last 2 years or so, going on 3 years, I've made a lot of mistakes in the business part of things. And I am so thankful for those mistakes because I find that I learn best making mistakes. I think that's how we all learn best. But anyways, the goal is to improve and to get better each and every mistake that is made. And it hit me as I've been processing some of those thoughts and trying to figure out how to improve my processes and how I do things and what I do. I have learned or become aware over the last 2 days that I really love that process. I like making mistakes. I have come to learn that failing doesn't mean failure. And I think we've been conditioned, if you will, through school and other ways that we learn things, that if you fail, then you've done something wrong. And I no longer believe that. Or if you make a mistake, you fail the test or you fail whatever it is that you are trying to do. I also learned that there's no one answer to anything. which is really kind of cool. Bringing it back, you're taking a test for school, and, if you get the wrong answer, you get it wrong, you fail the test. Depending on how many you get wrong, you could, whatever. That's not real life. And over the last 2 years, as I sit back and kind of process some of those things, I realize my mindset has completely shifted over into a whole different realm. And I love that. I'm not afraid of making mistakes or trying something and failing it. In fact, I really enjoy the process of saying, hey, what if I try this? Let's see how it goes. And then picking out the pieces that work and that don't work. And maybe that's part of the reason why I absolutely love what I do. Absolutely love it. Because there's no right or wrong. It's only try this and see if it works. And then every scenario is a little different. So it's like a game of chess, each piece that you move can give you multitudes of options and choices and directions and paths and all the things, right? And I love that. I love it. In that process too, I also learned what not to do, or to shift my attention on doing that thing better in a different way. I learned what works, what doesn't work. I also learned how I can help other people better by making those mistakes. And I don't believe in holding that information and knowledge hostage. I share it with anyone who's willing to learn and improve. And then I also listen to hear their mistakes and what they've learned. And then that's a whole nother sector of A/B testing, right? What works for you may not work for someone else, but you keep trying anyway. You keep testing different things out. And I love the process. And I woke up this morning realizing I really love what I do. And while I've made a lot of mistakes over the last few years as a business owner and as an adult, I'm learning that there's something that you can take away from each experience, right? I also realize I'm not the same person I was like a month ago. And I love that too, because I've improved and I've gotten better and all the things. And I'm not ashamed to admit or own the mistakes that I have made and the future mistakes and lessons to be learned. I don't shy away from them. I'm going to embrace them. And that's a really cool thing. So why am I sharing this? Because I think we freak out about the mistakes and the failures we've made in life instead of embracing them for exactly what they are. And what they are simply lessons to do better in some type of capacity, to figure out what works and what doesn't work. And I think that's the whole part, or the whole point of it all, is to do better, be better, and to help people along the way. So sharing that with you, also with the communication piece, by the way, again, Facebook Messenger, if you're reaching out to me on Facebook, love you. I'm going to get back to you. But again, I only respond to Facebook Messenger when I am desktop after I've completed a checklist of things. So it's going to happen. But if you need to get in touch with me and it's business related, if for some reason you're not able to leave a voicemail because it's full again, send me an email, support@leadsharestudio.com. All tickets and requests and questions, all of those are worked as we receive them. And then if it's personal, send me a text message. When I'm working, I turn off all notifications and I do not touch my phone not because I'm trying to avoid contact, but because I'm trying to be as productive as possible. And so this is me personally, when I'm getting distractions, I chase distractions. I know that about myself. Perks of being more aware of some of my weaknesses. But I chase distractions. I am the person who sees the squirrel and I'm like, hey, what is that squirrel doing? And how is he doing it? Or, whatever. So I turn off all notifications so I can focus on the task and things that I have at hand. And I'll get back to you when I have downtime, right? So if it's personal, I'll get to you. We're going to have a conversation at some point. But again, if my voicemail box is full, send me a text message if it's personal. Send me an email if it's work related. And I promise you, we're going to have this conversation or whatever. Something else that I have learned, especially as of lately, is it's really hard right now to find help, business related. And it's not just one industry, it's all industries. For instance, I had the opportunity to see Mr. Tarek Johnson yesterday at Johnson's Kitchen. Fantastic etouffee, by the way. If you love crawfish etouffee, you have to go see him in Hammond. But it's really hard right now finding help for a business. And my question is why? Before COVID, it didn't seem like there was a shortage of good people or help, right? We didn't always have this problem. And I feel like every establishment that I go into or every business owner that I talk to, there is a real struggle right now to find people who want to work and go to work and collect a paycheck and all the things. And I haven't figured out why yet. So that's just something that I've been thinking about over the last 2 days. But anyways, coffee time is up and I'm about to get back to work. So thank you for joining me this morning for a very dry live, but I'm in work mode and I just took a second to kind of process some of the thoughts that I was having. So there's that. And ultimately to be thankful for this process and the opportunity that I've given myself to own and run a business and to learn and to make mistakes along the way. But the mistakes aren't a bad thing. I don't know why we have a negative association with making mistakes and failure. Because ultimately, I think the mistakes and the failures lead to success in many different ways. So just some thoughts there. Anyways, I'm about to get back to it. I hope you guys are having a fantastic Thursday, and it's almost Friday. It's almost there. So you guys have a good day, and I will see you soon.